Elien, a promising young man who lived in the village with his grandfather, who was known to everybody as Boba. Boba has been a famous drummer since the days of his youth. He often gets invited to play for kings and other noble families in the neighboring villages. Before his passing, he had imparted to Elien the ancient secret of drumming, a skill passed down through generations. Elien meticulously practiced these rhythms, unaware of the profound role they would play in his village's destiny. Word of Elien's miraculous gifts spread far and wide. Villagers would gather at his humble home, eagerly awaiting the soothing melodies that emanated from his drums. The sick and injured flocked to him, their bodies aching and spirits low. But as Elien gently tapped and pounded, their pain magically subsided, replaced by an inexplicable sense of well-being. Elien's fame reached even the ears of the royal court. On several occasions, he was summoned to the palace to perform for the king. As he filled the grand halls with his hypnotic beats, a sense of tranquility enveloped the palace. The king and queens marveled at his abilities, their hearts filled with amazement and admiration. Among the royal court, one figure stood out: Princess Ukelu. Enchanted by Elien's music and his kind and gentle appearance, she couldn't help but sneak charming glances at him whenever he came to play. As their eyes met across the crowded halls, a silent connection sparked between them. Secretly, they began to meet in secluded corners of the palace, where they shared whispered conversations and shared their dreams. Elien's music became their love language, binding them together in a way that surpassed words. They would talk for hours, discovering their shared love and dreams. Elien spoke about his passion for music, while Ukelu shared her secrets and hopes. As they grew closer, Ukelu realized she had never met anyone like Elien before. He was intelligent, sensitive, and had a gentle soul. Their secret meetings continued, becoming more passionate each time. Elien would bring his drums, and they would play soft music together, their melodies mingling like their souls. Ukelu loved the sound of Elien's drums, as if it echoed the beat of her own heart. Their affair was forbidden, of course. Ukelu was a princess, destined to marry a prince. But for a brief time, they stole moments of passionate love. One night, they ventured beyond the garden walls, seeking adventure and solitude. They stumbled upon a secluded spot, where the only sounds were the chirping of crickets and the gentle rustling of leaves. They kissed for the first time, under the moonlight, their lips sweet and forbidding. They whispered promises of a future together, though they knew it might be impossible. Luckily for Ukelu, they made it back just in time before her father, the king, asked after her. Although their forbidden affair would not remain hidden forever. Early the next day, just before the sun's smile was seen in the skies, the king summoned Ukelu to the courtroom, where he was elegantly seated on his throne. She came and sat by her father's legs. The king praised her beauty and wished that her mother the queen was alive today to see how beautiful their little daughter had grown to become. Even though he has other wives, Ukelu's mother was his first love. So naturally, Ukelu was not only his first daughter, but was also his favorite. After raining the praises on the girl, who was visibly blushing at this time, he finally told her the reason for summoning her. He informed her that Prince Zuka, from their neighboring village, will be coming very soon to ask for her hand in marriage. All that smiling and blushing suddenly disappeared from her face. Even though she could not voice it out to the hearing of the king, her heart belonged to someone else now. The king summoned the palace maidens and informed them also, and ordered them to take the princess into the inner chambers, where they will prepare her for the coming of the prince. Most nights, the princess will sneak out from the inner chamber to meet with Elien. She would pour out her pain and dilemma on Elien, who would soothe her soul with some melodious sounds from his drum. Although he was also shattered within, he masked his pain from the princess. King Ashoki finally discovered their secret. Furious with rage, he ordered Elien to be locked up in the palace dungeon, where he languished for days. Day turned into night, and the silence of his cell became a deafening torment. Yet, even in his darkest hour, Elien's spirit remained unyielding. He continued to play his drum, his music echoing through the cold stone walls and reaching the princess's ears. With each beat, he poured his heart and soul into his longing for her. I hope you enjoyed the story so far. What do you think would happen next? Please subscribe so you do not miss the part 2 of this story when posted. Thanks for watching.